Welcome to Birthstone Beauty Project Pan. This was created by Amanda and Jessica of the Pantastic ladies, and it's all about associating a panning product and goal with the birthstones of each month. Usually I would have 12 products to update you on, but I did complete 2 of my goals previously, which means I have 10 products still to share with you. Let's jump on into it. Starting with January, I have my Beauty Bar Baby. These are my multi-chrome flakes in the shade Unicorn Fantasy. This is what it looks like compared to a full-size product that hasn't been touched. So as you can see, there is a little bit of the container showing more on the orange one, which is the one I am focusing on. When I brought these into the project, they were 5.9 grams. Last month they were 5.8 grams, and this month they are also 5.8 grams, which means I used a change of 0 grams this past month, but 0.1 grams overall so far this project. I did use these 12 times last month and 6 times more this month for a total of 18 uses so far. So slowly but surely we're getting through these. I did pick these for January's Rose Quartz. For February, I do have my Tarte Loose Glitter. This is a very iridescent kind of like multi-shaped glitter. It's got some small hexagons, it's got some medium-sized one, and it's got some large ones. I did use this one time last month, one time this month for a total of 2 uses in this project so far. When I brought it into the project, it was 8.6 grams. Last month it was 7.8 grams. This month it is 7.7 grams, which means between last month and this month I have used 0.1 grams, but overall this project I have used 0.8 grams. For April's Diamond, I was doing my Zeesea glitter stick. I did show you last month that I did have to decant it into another container. Unfortunately, the container that I put it in ended up drying up my product, so as a last ditch effort, I threw it in with my Unleashia glitter gel because I thought it was also a glitter paste kind of product, so I was hoping it might revive it, and I can happily say that it did. So the Zeesea glitter stick is the white, whereas the Unleashia glitter gel is the purple, and both products are perfectly usable now, which is awesome. I'm happy that it revived my glitter gel. What I like to do is I'll go in with the actual Zeesea glitter stick, so I did keep the stick itself because the wand is perfect. It's just got like that tiny little bit that I can like pick it up and then I can put a little bit on my eyes. So it works perfectly. It's just the container. I wasn't able to get anything below this line, which is why I did have to depot it again. Because I have depotted this one multiple times, I am not weighing this one in this project because it just keeps changing and it's all due to containers, and that's not really fair. So for usage, I did use these 7 times the first month, 15 times this past month for a total of 22 uses so far. For May's Emerald, I was trying to use my Clionadh Cosmetics and Emily Violet Marie collaboration brushes. I got these as part of the Dragon Fruit collection. When I got them, they just stayed in the container and I never really used them. So my goal was to get some organic use on them, and I can happily say that seems to be happening because I used these 10 times last month, 17 times this month for a total of 27 uses so far, and I have to thank it most to this highlighter brush here because I use this one almost every time I do my makeup. 2 uses last month and 1 use this month for a total of 3 uses. These are my Tarte Face and Body Gems. I'm wearing them today, as you can see. I did end up cutting the eye ones. I don't know, I thought it made it a little bit more versatile, and then if I did want to kind of put it back of how it was before, I'm still able to do that. I am a little bit sad because I tried to wash the glue off of the eye ones after wearing them only 2 times, and it's now gooey. So I think these are reusable, but I don't think they're long-lasting reusable. So I'm not sure how many more uses I'll get out of them, but I'm having fun using them so far. And then unfortunately the body ones, I have still yet to use these. I think it's just because they're so big and chunky that it really seems like the only place you can kind of put it is on your chest, and I'm not one for putting things on my chest just because it is super sensitive. So not sure what I'll be doing with these ones, but they're in this project, which means I'm going to use them at some point. It's just, it hasn't happened yet. I brought the Misha Time Revolution Red Algae Treatment Essence in for July's Ruby, and when I brought it into the project, it was 363.9 grams. It is now 215.6. Unfortunately, I don't remember what it was last month because I did erase my data for some reason, but it means overall there was 148.3 grams of product in this product, and and I'm happy to say that it is gone. There is like this tiny little bit left here on the bottom, but unfortunately I'm not able to get that out. But overall, this product is gone, and I actually miss it. I really enjoyed this. I paired it with the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence. I would go in with a layer of this first, and then I would go in with a layer of that one, and I just found for the month of December and January, and I guess February as well, it was just perfectly hydrating for my skin, which is what I needed in winter. So I'm definitely going to miss this. I used this 68 times the first month, finished it up in the second month with 25 more uses, which means I used it 93 times. For August Peridot, I had my Listerine mouthwash in the flavor green tea. I was not really focusing on this last month just because I was focusing on a different mouthwash that had previously expired, and I wanted to get through that one before it potentially went bad. I am happy to announce that I've officially used that one up and am now able to focus on this one here. So I did get one use of it last month. I did get 6 more uses of it this month, which means I have gotten 7 uses total, and we went from the top right here to about right here. So not a lot of progress, but that's okay. I do find that mouthwash really burns my mouth, and it causes my mouth to kind of peel, which is why I don't reach for it a lot. So I'm trying to remind myself not to buy mouthwash anymore because it's just a product that's not meant for me, but I'm gonna do my best to get through this. When I brought this into the project, it was 1,101.2 grams. Last month it was 1,088.4 grams, and this month it is 1,005.3 grams, which means in the past month I have used 83.1 grams, and in total I have used 95.9 grams. For September Sapphire, I have my ColourPop Volumizing Mascara in the shade Blew Your Mind. This isn't my favorite formula of mascara, but I do really love the color of it. It is what I'm wearing today. When I brought this into the project, it was 33.2 grams. Last month it was 33.1 gram, and this month it is 30 grams, which means each month I have used 0.1 gram of product for a total of 0.2 grams so far. Last month I did use it 4 times. This month I've used it 5 times for a total of 9 times so far in this project. I am getting down to the nitty-gritty of this product. This is my Aurora Unicorn Skin from Holo Taco. It is what I brought in for October's Opal, and as you can see, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty there. When I want to use this product, I do have to turn it sideways now, let it sit for a little bit, and then I have to take the brush and I have to like scoop out product because the product's also a little bit thick and goopy now. So it's definitely getting hard to use. I do have a question for all you nail polish people. How do you get the last little bits of it out? Because I'm starting to get really frustrated when I use it, and I don't think that's the whole point of panning a product, especially one that I enjoy. I don't want to hate pan it on my last little bit of it and not want to repurchase it because I did really enjoy this. When I brought it into the project, it was 59 grams. Last month it was 56.6. This month it is 55.5 grams, which means I used 1.1 gram of product this past month for a total of 3.5 gram of products since the beginning of this project. I did use this 10 times last month, only 7 times this month, but that's still 17 uses since starting this project. And for December's Blue Topaz, I have Beauty Bar Babies Unicorn Horn Multi-Chrome Flakes. This is a beautiful kind of just like iridescent blue sort of shade, but it does kind of take on the color of whatever is underneath it. I really absolutely love this one, which you can tell because I started focusing on it a little bit more this past month, which is awesome, so definitely starting to get some progress. When I brought this into the project, it was 5.6 grams. It was 5.6 grams last month. It is still 5.6 grams this month for a change of 0 grams, which doesn't bother me because this is a very lightweight product. It is lighter weight than flour, so to have any change in weight would just be astounding. I did use this 4 times last update, 7 times this update for a total of 11 uses so far. The picture above is what it looks like compared to a full-size product, so as you can see, we're making a little bit of headway on there. You're starting to see the clear parts of the container start to show, but this is one that's going to be a slow and steady progress. So that is my update for Birthstone Beauty Project Pan. I'm not really sure if I'll have any empties for next month, possibly the nail polish if I'm able to kind of get through it. But like I said, it is starting to frustrate me a little bit, which means I'm not reaching for it as much, which is really sad. I do really want to use it up, so if you have any tips or tricks of how to make it a little bit more user-friendly as it's on its last legs, I would absolutely love that. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for checking in with me. I really appreciate you spending your time with me because time is precious. And until the next one, I hope the day treats you well. Bye.